Y'all are probably going to get a real big kick out of this story. This is a story of how I left God out of a situation and almost buried my dog alive. So just for a little backstory, once upon a time, there was a blue tick hound named Speckles and a weenie dog named Roscoe who loved each other very much, and they got together and had 14 babies. Now, Speckles was a very good dog, but she was not a very good mother, so we wound up pretty much taking care of those babies for her. I bonded with one baby in particular, brought him home with me, named him Bandit. I've had him ever since. Now, when it was Speckles' time to go, she kind of went down pretty quickly. One day she was running, jumping, chasing squirrels, and then 3 days later she was gone. And so I kind of figured, since Bandit is 12 years old, he's reached his life expectancy, I kind of thought that he would go down in the same way. Well, 2 days ago, we thought that was happening. I mean, he was totally fine, nothing was wrong, and then all of a sudden, it was like his body just started shutting down. And by that night, it was not looking good. I mean, drooling all over himself, losing control of his muscles, the whole 9 yards. We thought there's no way he makes it to morning. Right before we went to bed that night, he wanted to go outside, and my husband was like, he's probably going to try to find somewhere to be alone so he can pass. And so I gave him a kiss, and I told him that I loved him, and I let him walk out the door. The next morning, I searched for him for hours, calling his name, looking everywhere, every nook and cranny, could not find him. I finally just assumed that he had probably crawled under the house and passed away, and that we were going to have to get him when my husband got home. Y'all, I went out and dug that dog a hole. I texted friends and family, told them the news, everything. And then 2 hours later, I had to send a follow-up text saying, never mind, false alarm, he's alive. And ever since then, he's just been recovering more and more, and it's like nothing ever happened. It's legitimately a miracle. I mean, he was on his last leg. But here's where I messed up. I messed up because I did not bring God into the situation because I was too focused on the reality of it. The reality is Bandit's old. The reality is he's met his life expectancy. The reality is that he's sick and it's not looking good. But that's only part of the reality. See, if I had brought God into the situation, I would have realized that the reality is that he conquered the grave, that he conquered sickness, that he conquered every broken thing in this world. There is nothing in your life that he cannot restore, redeem, resurrect, change, or heal. Just like he brought my dog back from the brink of crossing over, he can heal your body, he can restore your marriage, he can break that addiction, he can change it all. All you have to do is remember to bring him into the situation.